In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, I bear witness there is no God but God, and God is the only one who has a right to be worshipped. I also bear witness that Prophet Moses, Prophet Jesus, and Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon them, are the messengers of God, and I seek refuge in Allah from the rejected Satan. So greetings of peace, and thanks for tuning in. May the peace and blessings of Allah be with you. So in this video, we're going to be preparing for the month of Ramadan. It's coming up, starting in the Gregorian calendar of Tuesday, April the 13th, and ending on the Wednesday of May the 12th. This is in the Islamic calendar of the month of Ramadan, which is the lunar month of Ramadan of 30 days. So we've got some Quran verses here to help us understand the laws and commandments of Allah, the unique creator of all that exists, to help perfect and get the maximum amount of rewards possible in the month of Ramadan. And knowing the limits of the laws and commandments of Allah is very important. So we're going to start here. Believers, you are bound to observe fasting as those before you. So Allah says in chapter 2, verse 183, O you who believe, you are bound to observe fasting as those before you. The followers of the prophets were bound so that you may guard against evil. So Allah saying here, the prophets before us, like Prophet Jesus and Prophet Moses, peace and blessings be upon them, and other prophets, they were ordained as well, and the people the believers of that time were also prescribed fasting. So fasting is not just for the Muslims, but for all of the faiths of Allah, the unique creator of all that exists, and that how it helps us guard against evil and helps us attain lots of rewards that we're not fully aware of. So in the next verse, fast for a prescribed number of days and the expiation of missed days of fasting. So Allah says in chapter 2, verse 184, you are required to fast for a prescribed number of days, but if any one of you is sick or is on a journey, he shall fast to make up the prescribed number of days in other days. Prescribed number in other days. And for those who are unable to fast is an expiation as thanksgiving, the feeding of a poor person daily for the days of fasting, and he who volunteers extra good will find that it is even better for him, and that you observe fasting is better for you if you only knew. So Allah has a few things that He's mentioning in this verse. One thing is that we're prescribed to fast the entire month of Ramadan, but if anyone's sick or is on a journey or maybe some other reasons that I just can't think of, the law prescribes to make up those days in other days of the year. And if you're unable to fast at all, an expiation is thanksgiving, is a feeding of a poor person daily for each of the 30 days of the month of Ramadan. And Allah says he who does extra good in that month will find that it's even better for him. So rewards are actually higher in the month of Ramadan. So giving charity, random kinds of kindness, extra prayers, reading the Quran more, all of these will help gain extra rewards. And as Allah says, observing fasting is better for you if you only knew. So there's a great amount of rewards not only in this world, but also, more importantly, our eternal abode of the hereafter. So the next verse, those who witness the month of Ramadan should fast for the full month. So Allah says in chapter 2, verse 185, the lunar month of Ramadan is that in which the Quran started to be revealed as a guidance for the whole of the people, with its clear evidences providing comprehensive guidance and the discrimination between right and wrong. Therefore, he who shall witness the month should fast for the full month during it, and he who is sick or is on a journey shall make up the fast in a prescribed number of other days within the year. Allah wishes facility for you and does not wish hardship for you. The facility is given to you that you may complete the number of required fasts, and you may extol the greatness of Allah for His having guided you, and that you may render thanks to Him. So this is basically a reinforcement that is the last one. If you're sick, you can, or for other reasons you can't complete the fast, you can do it within other days of the year. And Allah says He does not wish hardship for you. So this is which we'll be getting. I'll be touching on this at the end of the video. How there's some flexibility within fasting with the month of Ramadan. So in the next verse here, maintain the fast during the time of early sunrise to the end of sunset, and abstain from urges of nature during the fast. So Allah says in chapter 2, verse 187, though during fasting you must abstain from all urges of nature, including the sexual urge, it is made lawful for you on the nights of the fast to approach and lie with your wives for sexual relationship. They are a sort of garment for you, and you are a sort of garment for them. Allah knows that what you have been doing injustice to yourselves by restricting conjugal relationships with your wives, even at night. So He turned to you with mercy and provided you relief. Now enjoy their company at the night during Ramadan, and seek what Allah has ordained for you. Eat and drink till the white streak of the dawn becomes distinct to you from the black streak of darkness. Then complete fast till nightfall, and you shall not lie with them, your wives, while you perform litifika, while you are secluding in the mosque for prayer and devotion to God. These are the limits imposed by Allah, so do not approach these limits. Thus does Allah explains His commandments for people that they may become secure against evil. So this here, litifika, is when in the month of Ramadan, some people may choose to seclude themselves in the mosque for several days, and it's prohibited by Allah to have conjugal relationships with your wives or wife when you're in the seclusion within the mosque. But if you're at home during the nightfall hours, you are ordained by Allah. You're allowed by Allah to have conjugal relationships with your wives. So the basic time of the fasting is the time of fasting is basically the start of the sunrise to the end of the sunset, or when nightfall occurs, and within those times to prohibit yourself from food and drink and sexual relations. Any negative activity should be not done, like no foul languages or any violence of any kind should be doing extra good deeds, reading the Quran, giving compulsory charities, doing random random acts of kindness. These type of things, extra prayers, all these will gain extra rewards in the month of Ramadan. So Allah says here, He does not wish hardship for you. So we're going to look at the law of faith. And Allah says here in chapter 16, verse 69, follow the ways and laws of your Lord as that have been made easy for you. So in the verse Allah says, then eat of every kind of fruit and follow the ways and laws of your Lord as that have been made easy for you. There comes forth from their insides a fine fluid of varying hues, which is a cure for the people. In fact, in this there is a sign for the people who reflect. So there's a couple things to take away from here. So, make sure you're doing what's easy. People have different levels of fasting. For me personally, I'm a lot better at fasting now than I was even a year ago or 2 years ago. So there's a preparation of training in fasting. Some people are naturally gifted at fasting than others. So for me personally, living in the northern hemisphere, in the North American continent, in the spring, summer, and fall, the nightfall happens around between 9 and 10 p.m. In other parts of the world, the nightfall happens around between 5 and 6 or 7. So in our time, in fasting in North America, we fast for anywhere from 3 to 5 more hours per day than other people around the world. So it's important to have balance in that. So what I've done, I found it very difficult. I can go about 4 or 5 days breaking my fast at between 9 and 10, but I found myself, I was very sluggish. I barely had no energy to do anything. I possibly could do it if I was bedridden, if I had laid in bed the whole time, then I probably could do it. But I've got kids to take care of. I've got work to do. I've got other responsibilities. So what I did, as I looked at, the Quran was revealed in the Arabian Peninsula, so I break my fast when it's nightfall in the Arabian Peninsula, which is between 6:30 and 7. So in the long summer days here in North America, I find it was too much to break my fast around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I just adjusted it to 6:37, which is the nightfall in the Arabian Peninsula, where the Quran was revealed into Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon them. And I feel I still have the energy. I can still do my work and take care of my family and other responsibilities that I have. So I'm not a complete zombie in the month of Ramadan. And I also make up the few hours I miss each day later on in the months in the other months of the year. So that's kind of how I balance it out. And like I said before, other people may find fasting very easy, and others may find it more difficult. So as Allah says, do what is made easier for you. He doesn't want to put hardships in the religion. So Allah says that here in chapter 22, verse 78, and strive your hardest to win the pleasure of Allah, as hard as striving as is possible, and it behooves you. He has chosen you and has imposed no hardship upon you in the matter of your faith. So Allah has imposed no hardships in the matter of your faith. So make sure you're maintaining harmony, you're maintaining balance. And if you do live in the northern hemisphere, where the days can be very long in the summer and spring and fall, if you can do it, great. But if you can't, if you find it's too difficult, I'm not saying follow the way I do it, but if that can help somebody out there, then great. And if you can fast the entire time till 10 p.m. at night for the whole 30 days, congrats to you. But for me personally, I have a little bit of like I said, difficulty in that. About 4 or 5 days in, I basically am a zombie. I've got no energy, and I feel close to death, really. So it wasn't healthy for me. So I made that adjustment, and breaking my fast between 6:30 and 7. I feel like I got that energy. I feel great, and I could still take care of my personal responsibilities and family responsibilities in the month of Ramadan. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you take Allah as your shield, as that can reward you into paradise. And I hope for a blessed Ramadan and great rewards for all those out there doing great deeds in the cause of Allah, the unique creator of all that exists. I'll be trying to make more consistent videos. Took a little bit of a break. Had a lot of other things to take care of. But I hope to make more videos in this type of format. It's a little bit easier for me. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you take Allah as your shield, and may the peace and blessings of Allah be with you. Thank you so much. Peace.